I could not be more grateful for the staff at Fox News 61 in Hartford, Connecticut for their compassion and understanding of a sensitive issue when they recently just aired the episode of myself being a victim of bullying and a hate crime survivor. I was overjoyed. I don't even know if that's a good word to say, with the amount of sensitivity that they put into respecting myself. I also know that I cried a lot in that video.
Dennis recalls being thrown at the door and blacking out.
All the kids started to chant, "Kill him, kill him, kill."
But there's one thing I want to address. I will always have an immense amount of respect for them. I would like to address the illegal activity at the schools that the school superintendent, Sam Leone, conducted, along with the principal, Mr. Donald Kramer. Although this was never mentioned in the exclusive interview I gave to Fox 61 News, I'm assuming it's because they could not find significant evidence to back up what my high school social worker revealed. Graduating you in
And all of this was illegal.
Yeah.
It was all illegal.
It was all illegal.
Yeah. I mean, they were supposed to provide education, special education classes for you, which they did not.
Yep. When she sat down with me on camera in March of this past year. But I do want to address it because it is something that I know to be true. Even though they weren't able to say it was illegal for the school to deny me my education, for denying a year and a half of a child's education, it makes me wonder and question, who else have they denied their education to?
What happened was, the first question, or maybe, I don't know, maybe the third or fourth question was, what bathroom is Dennis going to use? And I thought, and I said, if this is your main concern, then, we have to do something besides what you're doing.
Yeah.
This has to go further.
Is the school system in Connecticut, this is another statistic that got me off guard. I may be a few numbers off, but in last year there was 822 reported bullying cases throughout the state of Connecticut. That's almost 1,000. And those are just the ones that were reported. Imagine the ones that weren't reported. Imagine those who didn't have the courage to come forth, like myself, and say, I am being bullied.
This isn't the first time Dennis Schleicher shared his story in front of bright lights and cameras.
You were brave, Dennis.
No, you were brave.
No.
In 1990 on stage at the Sally Jesse Raphael Show's New York City studios.
Everyone else was wearing wigs and disguises. So I was naive.
1991 front page of the Hartford Courant for taking a male to prom.
I am a victim. I am now a survivor of a hate crime. So my message to the principal and the school superintendent and anyone who was involved in this cover-up, shame on you. Shame on you for not allowing a teenager to enjoy his school years. I have blocked out a lot. The 5 people who attacked me, if I ran into them on the street tomorrow, I couldn't tell you who they were. The people who bullied me, it's out of my memory. But I've blocked that out. I've been to years of therapy over this. And you know what? It's okay. I may need to go back to therapy. That's okay. I'm fine with that.
Dennis's troubles started before his press coverage. In October 1998, he was attacked in an East Hartford high school bathroom by 15 students.
Because it's been over 33 years I've been dealing with this. But the reason why it was so emotional was for 33 years, it was my story. And that's all I had. I didn't have anybody else like my school social worker, Marilyn Dupuy, to say, this is what happened. I always say there's your story, my story, and the truth. So my story may not be 100% accurate of what occurred. My friend Marilyn Dupuy, my high school social worker, her story may not be 100% accurate of what occurred 33 years ago. But through hearing her accountability of it, what I went through, I was able to put the two together and say, this is a story that needs to be shared.
It wasn't until he sprayed mace, given to him by a gay friend for protection, that the attackers backed off and he escaped to the principal's office.
Blood's coming out of my nose, my mouth.
This is the story that needs to be told. And I'm grateful for all of your support, your comments, and each and every one of you mean the world to me. So the school superintendent, Sam Leone, I forgive you. Our principal, Mr. Donald Kramer, I forgive you. All those involved that couldn't speak up, I forgive you. This is my form of my therapy of turning something horrific into a triumph, something that I can be at peace with. So I forgive you.